Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of The Guido Goes Off. Kind of a little rush up here, as you can see, no suit jacket. But I had to do this because there is a huge um, news breaking coming out today. As many of you have probably heard by now, major drastic changes have been made to the card for tables, ladders, and chairs. So I'm just gonna go get into it. As it was announced on WWE.com, apparently due to medical reasons, two major matches have been changed on the TLC card. The first we're gonna get into, apparently Roman Reigns is out as far as the huge TLC match between the Shield and the team of The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Kane. And now being inserted into that match is none other than the general manager of Raw, your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. It was talked about that at some point they were going to have Kurt Angle get back in the ring, but it looks like now is going to be the time. And then, as it was speculated whether or not Bray Wyatt was going to be able to make it for his match against Finn Balor. As you know, it was going to be him, the Sister Abigail thing versus Finn Balor as the Demon. Well, unfortunately, Bray Wyatt will not make it, and we're going to get a dream match instead. Finn Balor as the Demon, I guess it's still going to be Demon, will take on the phenomenal AJ Styles. That's right, SmackDown superstar AJ Styles will be at WWE TLC to take on the Demon Finn Balor. Now, why is this happening? I was going to talk about possibly how Bray and Bo Dallas and JoJo had been affected as they had been pulled off the road a few weeks ago. Well, as it turns out, apparently they have been testing for viral meningitis, which apparently was what Bo Dallas was said to have had. They took Bray and JoJo off the road due to proximity. I guess they traveled together as a precautionary measure. But as it turns out, apparently what's going around is a mumps outbreak. This was talked about recently. Like I said, they were testing for viral meningitis, but apparently there is a mumps outbreak going on in, for what I gather, the Raw locker room. There's no word on how many other superstars have been affected and whether or not it has affected the SmackDown Live locker room. As we know, Nia Jax walked out. It's not related. It's apparently she wanted to leave. She took a leave of absence. But no, that is, from what we're gathering, basically frustrations with the direction of her character and, of course, her pay. It's it was speculated that whether or not she walked out. Alexa Bliss, who I guess the two traveled together, and are good friends. Alexa said that she was basically suffering burnout and that she needed, just a little break and would be back fairly soon. However, it was stated from another source that Nia has not been happy with the direction of her character and creative as a whole. I can understand that, and there's reports saying that, she's going to get what she wants because she's The Rock's cousin. Well, the thing is, The Rock is kind of on the outs with WWE as of late, and her simply being The Rock's cousin is probably not going to help her if she wants to get better pay and better storylines. And I'm not going to lie, it could also be the fact that maybe WWE has been body shaming her as of late. As we know, and I talked about it in kind of some small remarks here and there, but they did start announcing her weight. It's and other references to simply her size. And you could say you're okay with it. You could say I'm proud to be big and beautiful, but it can get to you. And so we want to see something good happen with everyone. Um, but like I said, WWE has not really been known to be sensitive, especially towards its women. Um, as we know, there's still a lot of people in WWE um, who see a lot of the newer women as not good enough simply because they're not considered, they're not beautiful by their standards. And that's bullshit because you're hiring people to wrestle. And you have a very talented roster. I'd say the most talented women's roster in like the history of ever. And to go back to your standards of oh, well, you're not hot enough, or things like that. That's just bullshit. Beauty is more than a static set of facial features or a number on a bathroom scale. Beauty is everywhere. And it's about time that some of these yahoos saw that. I recently did an article about, recently talked about an article on the Sportster. This guy who said, put out these 15 women that in wrestling that wouldn't be considered hot if they weren't famous. Well, you know what? Screw you thinking, and yeah. But some other news, some disappearances on the SmackDown roster. It was reported, a little earlier ago. Kevin Owens has been pulled from the SmackDown South American tour. It said for personal reasons. No, it was said that he did have an altercation or something with a fan last night, and this could have led to this, but we don't know. Personal reasons, it could be anything. But no word on it whether or not he's been suspended or anything going on, or whether or not there's actually something wrong going on, or even if it's possibly this month's outbreak has reached the SmackDown Live locker room. As we know, they said that Tom Phillips was on assignment for the next couple of weeks, hence why Michael Cole was replacing him. Well, that's not due to the month's outbreak. He got married. So congratulations to Tom Phillips. Here's hoping for a long, long, happy life of love, laughter, and face fucking. Now, getting into some of the other things. I know I'm rambling, but there's a lot to cover and a lot like big stuff happening today. Let's see. Oh yeah. Bully Ray retired. For those of you who did not watch ROH's Global Wars this weekend, Bully Ray or Bubba Ray Dudley, or however you know him, he interjected himself in the tag team match between whereas Cheeseburger and Kushida going up against the Addiction. And apparently, towards the end of that match, Bubba Ray put Kazarian through a table, and then proceeded to unfortunately announce his retirement. As many have speculated, it was due, as I said on an earlier show, it was due to his injury he suffered at Death Before Dishonor? Yeah, Death Before Dishonor, where Jay Briscoe had hit him with a table, and he sustained a massive concussion, and, well, the doctors have said, no more wrestling for you. And so, unfortunately, Bully Ray, or Bubba Ray Dudley, one of the most decorated tag team specialists, as well as a former TNA heavyweight champion, WWE Hardcore champion. Um, Easily one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in professional wrestling history. He did announce at Global Wars that he has to retire. He said it would be hard to thank every person, so he had a young man come into the crowd, coming from the crowd, come into the ring and got on a knee and said thank you, and gave him a piece of the table. He said, this is the last table I'll ever break. And here you go. I want you to hold it." And the kid held it up, and I mean, it is unfortunate, It's as he stated previously, sometimes you don't get to pick how you go out, and a lot of people don't. It's very rare that as an athlete in any aspect, you get to go out on your terms. And unfortunately, Bubba Ray is one of the people that isn't going out on his terms. And so, we wish, I wish him best of luck. Because we don't, it's not like he's going to get away from wrestling entirely. He does have, I think, 2 branches of the Team 3D Academy. So he's going to be working with the next generation of wrestler, and we hope things go well for him. I think I covered just about everything I wanted to cover, and wow, I yammered for a while. But, wow. TLC is going to get interesting. Quite interesting, as with those substitutions. And, in a way, we get a dream match of it. I mean, it sucks that these wrestlers get injured or sick, but, it's making the best of a bad situation. As we all know, things change in business. As if anyone ever goes to a card and sees, the card, and we'll always say at the bottom, card subject to change. Well, in this case, you kind of have to do that because these things happen. Flights get delayed. Flights get delayed, people get injured, or even people get mumps. I thought they made a shot for that. Don't they make a shot for that? They do? They didn't take it. Okay. Alright. So, what did you think of the changes that have been made to WWE TLC? What do you think is really going on in some of these situations that I've talked about? Let me know, as always, let me know in the comment section below. And you can always, easy for me to say, talk to me via my social media. And of course, please like this episode, share it with your friends, your family, everyone you know. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so right now. And hit that bell for notifications. Always helps us out. So, until next time, I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.